All right, hello, everyone, it's silverkyle, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Ultimate X-Men Volume 1 Omnibus that I think the official release date is a little bit later. It comes out officially October 25th, but I ended up getting mine a little bit earlier. I ordered this from Indigo here in Canada. And also, we did get announced a while ago as well, the Volume 2. So I guess the pre-sales, the pre-orders were so well received for Ultimate X-Men Volume 1 that we got the official Volume 2 announced, which is really awesome. I like the Ultimate. I like the Ultimate X-Men. I like the Ultimate Universe. I've only really read the Ultimate Spider-Man and Ultimate X-Men, and but I like this kind of new reader friendly version of these for early readers like 20 years ago. If you wanted to kind of get an idea of what these characters are like, you could kind of read these. So let's take a look at everything that's included here. So this retails for $125 in the US, $156.25 in Canada, and it's 1,024 pages, I believe. This includes Ultimate X-Men 1 to 33 and the half issue, and Ultimate War 1 to 4 as well. Let's take the flaps off. Creators on the right side. Bit of explanation on the left. I like the wraparound cover too, there on the hardcover. I'm going to show you in a second here. That's a really nice image that I remember as well from reading it when it first came out 20 years ago. It's going to be nice, though, to be able to read the entire thing, because I think I only read the first two arcs of this when it first came out. I think I had the first two trade paperbacks or something like that. I'm trying to remember. One thing I will say, this opens up beautifully. Like, it wanted to open up. Paper quality, it's not bad. It's not super thick, nor is it super thin. But I just noticed that it wanted to open up so much, and like, that's nice. 2-page spread, no gutter loss at all. Oh, I wanted to see which printer this was from, because that's really small. The R.R. Donnelly and Asia Printing Solutions in China. So that's where this one came from. And we dive right into it. The Tomorrow People, Ultimate X-Men #1. One of the things that I just absolutely loved about this run was the art. For the issues that I had read from the first two arcs, absolutely beautiful. So this is a retelling of the X-Men. They started it off with the Ultimate Spider-Man. It did so well that I think they ended up starting to do the X-Men and the Ultimates, which is, the Ultimates is essentially the Avengers. And it was to try to attract new readers. So if you hadn't read, the 40 years prior of these characters, you could just dive into this, and it's a retelling of a lot of these stories, modernized essentially. And they go their own different routes as well. But there's a lot of similarities in this for the characters and what they're like. You'll also notice that they're all kind of wearing these black suits, which is very much like the X-Men 2000 movie, where they weren't wearing the really ultra superhero costumes. I so hope that Hugh Jackman ends up wearing the yellow Wolverine costume or the brown one. I'd be fine with either or. I just want to see him with that mask for a little bit, because I think it's the only thing that we're missing right now in seeing on the big screen is essentially the X-Men actually wearing their real costumes. And really, it's only Wolverine that I really want to see wearing that. So in the first few issues here, they're going to be dealing with Magneto, that he has his Brotherhood. We also are dealing with Sentinels, and it works really well. As you can see, the issues just really open up. There's no gutter loss here. I'm trying to see if I can find another 2-page spread somewhere. I did see one later on that looked really, really, really nice. I guess that would work. There you go. Just trying to look at a bit of the art. All of this is new to me. I have not read any of this, so I'm quite excited to dive into it. Ooh, don't know how I feel about that. Well, that was like manga. Another 2-page spread. You can see that it's sewn binding, as you can see right there. There's Ultimate Thor. So the Ultimate War issues are coming up here. That's one that I still have to pick up, as I do have Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1. I think I have the pre-order for Volume 2. That's coming out relatively soon. I can't remember. I think it's in the next few months, or is it early 2023 now? It might have been pushed back. But Ultimates, I should get that omnibus as well, to get the Avengers side of things. And there's quite a few extras. I don't want to spoil anything for the last few pages. Let's just go right here. So all of this is extras right here. I won't go over everything. A lot of nice art. Some afterwards and introductions from the people that worked on this, some sketches as well. I always like that, where they show what the plan was for each script to art comparison. I'd love to write. I mean, I've done comics when I was a kid, but I was like 10 years old. I'd like to try to do one today. That'd be kind of fun. We're at the end and it's just wanting to open. It's just wild how that's working. So let's just take a quick look somewhere in the middle-ish. Maybe a bit more, just to show you that spine. The eye isn't crazy, but it just opens up so well. That looks close. So we'll come back right on this page. All right, now that we're mobile, I just wanted to, I found the 2-page spread that I remembered seeing from earlier. So I just wanted to show that off. And what I had done originally was I had just gone over this book. That's, maybe that's about halfway, something like that. I hadn't really stretched out this book at all. And like the eye is coming out quite a bit. I just feel like this is one of the best bound books that I've ever seen. It just opens up so nicely. And for the most part, it's all glossy as well. I forgot to mention that. So this, for the most part, this book, a lot of X-Men books lately. But I think that every book that I've had that didn't have necessarily a glossy finish, and it felt more like there was dust on it, was not the Asia printers. It was printers more so in Canada. Unfortunately, of all places, you know, here I am in Canada, and for whatever reason, we just would sometimes give half the book would be glossy and half the book would have that dirty dust feel on the papers. And I can still feel that on the edges here every once in a while, but for the most part, it's all glossy. Anyway, that's enough of that. So there you have it. Ultimate X-Men Volume 1. Thank you all for watching. You have been bearded in Beardage.